You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, sir.
Errol Spence.
What up, what up?
What's
Welcome.
happening, my brother?
Chilling.
Now, you know we just had Terence Crawford up here.
Yeah.
Literally. And I think Terence is a beast, but I told him you going to beat him, man. You going to prove me right?
Yeah, I seen that, man. I appreciate that.
Word.
Charlamagne said 2 out of 3. He said he's going to give you 2 out of 3.
I think it'll be a trilogy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You don't think so?
It might be. I don't know. I might win twice.
And then it'll be no need for a third time. He said he had reservations about fighting you.
Yeah.
Did you hear that part? Do you have any reservations about fighting Earl, though?
Oh, yeah. You know, he considered one of the best welterweights, or if not the best welterweight in the division, and I feel like I'm the best welterweight in the division now that I done stepped in the division, so there only could be one king.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, me and him gonna have to find out who's the king. So in the future, that fight will happen, and it's gonna be for the welterweight supremacy.
Now, do you ever have any doubts going into fights? And if you did, would you admit it?
Probably not. But, I mean, I done had, not really doubts, but I done had scenarios where, you know, I got rocked or I got hurt or, you know, I got beaten. So I have scenarios just running through my head of what could happen in a fight, and I just play them all out.
Who has hurt Errol Spence? I think the most I've ever seen you in any type of trouble seemed like maybe Kell Brooks a little bit.
No, I never been hurt. It's just the scenarios I play in my head before the fight.
He said, I've never been hurt. That's
Yeah,
what
I never
just
been.
said.
Yeah. Now, is it a waste of your time when we see you get those first round knockouts like we saw Saturday?
I mean, nah, because, I mean, like a lot of older people, you know, they see me fight, and then I get the first round knockouts. They're like, man, that remind me of, you know, when Mike Tyson used to fight.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I get up to go to the bathroom or I look away and then the fight's over with.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it just brings people back. And I think people appreciate it. That's what put butts in the seats, getting these knockouts. And, you know, people want to see that. People want to see people get hurt. People want to see people get punished. And, you know, they want to see blood.
But you spend all this time in training camps and you get in the ring and it's a minute and some change.
Well, I don't get paid for overtime. So, I mean, if I get them out in the first, I'm going to get them out in the first.
Does losing a fight, and this is going to sound crazy, does losing a fight bother you? Back in the day watching boxers lost fights and it was okay. But now it seems like if a boxer loses a fight, everything's over.
Yeah, Floyd messed it up for everybody. Like now, you know, a loss is bad. But back then, you know, guys would lose and then they'll be right back fighting again or right back fighting a top opponent. Now you lose, you know, if you don't have a big name, you know, you gotta work your way back up. So, I mean, Floyd hurt everybody with that one. So nobody really wants to lose.
Nobody want to lose nothing.
Yeah, and it hurts too because now people don't want to take tough fights
Because they don't want to lose.
Yeah, they don't want to lose. So,
How do you know if you could even bounce back from a loss since you never took one?
you just gotta know within yourself. Like a lot of people, like, how did I know I was gonna win when I went overseas and fought Kell Brook in his hometown? I know within myself, you know, I can bounce back from a loss. So, you know, you gotta know within yourself.
You know, it's so funny when guys fight so close together, and now there's this argument about who will win between Spence and Crawford, and so they was posting all these urban legends. I don't even know if it's true. They said that you knocked out Adrian Broner at training camp during a sparring match.
Nah, it never happened.
It never happened.
Nah.
Then there was another one. You fought Floyd in a sparring match and got the best of him.
I mean, some people say I got the best though.
Oh, so y'all did actually?
Yeah, we sparred. Yeah.
Oh, okay. How many rounds?
We probably sparred about 5 or 6 times. Most of them, I don't know. Usually, like he keeps track of the minute. Like sometimes we go 5 minutes, sometimes we go 6 minutes, and then we go by probably like 5, 6, 7 rounds.
And how hard are y'all going in these fights?
We going hard. I mean, sparring is like a live, like a real fight, because you don't want to get in there slacking or, you know, holding back, and then in a fight, you know, you hold back, then that's your ass really. So I mean, we go hard. I mean, you don't really try to knock a guy out, but you know, it's intense.
Did you touch him? Because I always say Floyd got the best defense in the world now. Like I think he can dodge one bullet.
I definitely touched him.
Really?
Yeah, I touched him.
So you did get the best of him. You signed something you couldn't.
Nah, I mean, I ain't signed nothing, but it's just, you know, it's sparring. I mean, you don't. With me, what I always say is you don't talk, you know, sparring outside of the gym. I mean, you keep that to yourself. Even if you got the best of somebody got the best of me before.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't talk sparring outside the gym. I don't say, oh, I beat this guy up or I punished him and did this and did that. I mean, you just don't do that. It's just certain codes you don't do.
Now, Crawford, when he was up here, he also said that he don't really like to talk much. He's not a flashy showman type of person. He just like to have his I guess his boxing show everything for him.
Neither is Spence.
But in this type of world, it seems like the fans want to see more of that though. They want to see the flashiness. They want to see that. So how does that affect? Do you think about that or you don't even think about it?
I don't really think about it till people ask me about it. I mean, for me, I want to be myself. I want to be myself, and I'm just a low key guy. I can talk if I have to, but I just rather not.
So you guys nose to nose at the weigh-in and just be like, "Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you." Like, it won't be no mushing him in the back of the head, like trying to smack Floyd in the back of the head, and Floyd coming in with the hat on. It won't be none of that, huh?
No, it won't be none of that. I mean, I'm not friendly. I'm not smiling at the dude and shaking his hand before the fight and things like that. I just don't say nothing because I know what I'm going to do the next day.
What separates Errol Spence from every other boxer in the division?
With me, I just think my intensity. I have size too, but I have a skill set too. That's what a lot of people fail to realize. They try to overshadow my size. So I say my size, oh, he's a big guy. But they don't say, oh, Errol Spence has skills. He's talented. So I think with my skill set, my size, and just my thinking ability in the ring, I'm able to break my opponents down. I can tell when my opponent's hurt, or I can tell when a shot bothers him. So I think it's just a lot of variables that makes me a great athlete.
That's the other thing they're saying. They're saying Crawford can throw from all angles.
Yeah.
Better than you.
I mean, he probably does some things better than me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, he can switch it. He can switch. I can't switch. But I have different. I got a lot of good punches. I got a lot of good things I do. I can basically do the same thing he can do, but I can't switch. That's about it. But they say he's a better boxer because he can move. He moves around the ring. I don't have to move around the ring.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of guys, I can stand there or I can come forward and just beat my opponent up. I don't have to box around the ring. I feel like, to me, that's wasting a lot of energy.
So when you beat somebody as fast as you did on Saturday night, what do you go do? You're in your hometown. You got plenty of time now.
We had after parties already lined up.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So you knew you were going to win. You knew you wasn't got no black eyes, no nuggets on your eyes or nothing.
Oh, yeah, I knew I was going to win. We had after parties lined up.
So do you get to the party early or you go home and cool out for a while?
No, I had to do drug tests. Then we had the press conference, the post-press conference. And then by the time I got to the hotel, changed and things like that, it was time to go to the club.
They make you do drug tests after the fight?
Yeah.
That's kind of ass backwards,
I had
isn't
to
it?
do blood and urine.
After?
Nah, I do it before too.
Okay.
With USADA.
Now, what's the hold up with Keith Thurman, man?
I don't know what Keith Thurman doing. I can't really tell you. I don't know. I mean, I think he just got married. He has a kid on the way, and I don't know.
You over that one? That's not even.
No, I'm not over that one. I think he'll be back, and that's a fight I definitely want. Keith Thurman, he's a good fighter. He still has one of the belts. I think the WBO or something like that. So that's a fight I definitely would want to when he comes back. We got the same manager, fight on the same network, so that's a fight easier to make.
So is the injury that bad? Because he hasn't been around in a minute.
I don't know. I don't know if he's faking it or he's not. I don't know what he's doing.
You think he's scared?
I don't think he's scared, but he is hesitant. I don't think he really want that fight. I mean, I've been calling the dude out since I was 15-0, and he knows it. But we'll see what happens.
Now, as far as a boxer, how hard is it to get into the boxing game? I see a lot of boxers talk about it's very difficult. They feel like they're great boxers, but they just can't get in. How difficult was it for you?
It wasn't difficult for me because I went to the Olympics. That's like going to college playing D1 basketball, football. The big promoters, big managers came at me, and they got me. I'm signed with Al Heyman. So it's hard for a lot of guys if you don't have a big amateur background, and it's hard to get signed by these guys because the big promoters and the big managers, are basically how you get, on TV, how you get recognized and basically having money behind you.
Right.
And a lot of these guys, because it's a lot of guys from my gym that's real good, but they don't have a big manager. They don't have big promoters. I put 2 guys on my card who's real good. And a guy that I spar, he's 8-0, and Roy Jones just dropped him. And I put him on my card, and I'm probably going to sign him later on this year.
Oh, so you starting your own promotional company too?
Yeah, Man Down Promotions was co-promoting my fight in Dallas.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
I heard that Jerry Jones, I mean, he was in the ring with you, but I heard he bought all the seats in the stadium. Is that true?
I don't think so. If you did, appreciate it.
Yeah, I read an article that they said he bought all the seats to the fight, and he needed $9,000 to break even, but it sold out, so he made a whole lot of money, so he was happy.
I don't know. I ain't
no,
hear that.
No truth to that?
It's my first time hearing it.
So why was he in the ring with you? Just
Oh, I mean, 'cause it's his stadium.
Yeah. And you from Dallas? So.
Yeah, I'm from Dallas, and I basically, him showing his support.
Now, I'm a Cowboy fan. Is it hard to still support the NFL after the way they've treated Kaepernick and, all the guys that kneeled?
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, just, them not getting their respect and, basically, it's hard because, what Colin Kaepernick, what he's doing and what he's standing for and things like that, and they're not backing him up.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's what's hard to watch, but I'm always going to be a Cowboys fan, They always going to have my support, but the, NFL, they lost a lot of points with that. Hit New York Giants, dude, man, come on.
Knock it off. Now, what's been your toughest fight to date?
Probably Kell Brook fight.
Mm-hmm.
That was my toughest fight.
That's the only time I ever seen you in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, just the whole atmosphere and even the walk to the ring was hard. They were throwing chocolate brownies at me.
Damn.
Yeah, throwing chocolate brownies at me. Yeah, saying all type of crazy stuff and just fighting that type of atmosphere and just feeling that type of energy. With me, I had to use that energy, as a positive instead of negative. Because some guys would have, probably curled up or wouldn't have rose to the occasion, but had to use it as a positive. Like I said, I go over different scenarios in my head, so basically I was already mentally prepared for that because I went through it a million times during training camp, just going over how it's going to be or how I thought it was going to be.
Why chocolate brownies? That's like some racist stuff. Are they trying to say you like a sweet piece of chocolate? I don't know.
Nah, Kell Brook, I don't know. Kell Brook got this weird thing where he called his hands chocolate brownies. Like, even leading up to the West Coast, he was like, you're going to be eating these chocolate brownies. I was like, man, I don't, that's kind of weird. In America, that wouldn't fly. But,
hell no.
I mean, I guess it's a UK thing.
Would you ever fight a non-boxer? Like an MMA fighter, kind of like what Floyd did with Conor?
Yeah, Floyd made that bag. Yeah, definitely.
That's easy money, though.
That's easy money. Mm-hmm. They can't box, so definitely.
No.
Do you think you need a Terence Crawford fight to legitimize your career?
I mean, I don't know if a Terence Crawford fight, but everybody needs that legacy fight. Everybody, just like Sugar Ray Leonard had Tommy Hearns. Mm-hmm. He had Marvin Hagler, so he had Roberto Duran. So, I mean, everybody needs that fight. And it could be Terence Crawford. It could be Keith Thurman. It could be somebody else later on down the road. Who knows?
They say Amir Khan is up next for you. I don't know why. Why? That's a waste of time.
That's my first time hearing that, but Amir Khan has.
Let me just be making stuff up.
all this stuff is in the news.
Well, I mean, Amir Khan, he has a good name. He has a good name. I mean, his chin it's not questionable. Everybody know he has a weak chin.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if it happens, it happens. I mean, I didn't hear nothing about that. I mean, so.
They say you want to fight Jesse Vargas though.
Yeah, I will fight him.
Okay.
Yeah, I will fight him.
Why him in particular?
Because he has a name. He probably only got available. Danny Garcia and Sean Porter are not going to be available because they're supposed to be fighting each other in September. That's really the fight I want. That's a unifying fight. They had one of the WBC belts. So
which one you want?
I would like to fight Danny Garcia more than Sean Porter, but we'll see. Either or.
So you don't have no say in who you want to fight next? Like that's.
I mean, of course I gotta say. I gotta say, but like I said, Danny Garcia and Sean Porter are supposed to be fighting each other.
Mm-hmm.
So. I mean, I want to fight by the end of this year, so they won't be available for October, November, or December.
And how often do you train? You train every day, or you take time off?
I take about 3 weeks off for my fight. Take 3 weeks off, then I'm back in the gym. I'm always in the gym training, or I'm running, working light.
And what about pussy? Do you have to refrain before fights? Do you indulge heavy after the fight? Or
probably like a month.
Yeah,
a month before.
But Terence Crawford said he don't care. He said he do it whenever.
He said do it the night before.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Nah, I'm a month. I mean, to each his own, but I'm a month.
When you hear stuff like that, do you be like, okay, he lacks a little bit of discipline?
Nah, Nah, not really, because he works hard. I mean, it must be working for him. He look good in the ring. So whatever floats your boat, whatever works for you, do your thing. But with me, it's a must.
It's amazing when I see guys like you, I see guys like Terence Crawford and how disciplined you are, and then I see somebody like my man Adrian Broner, and I'm like, why is it so difficult for Adrian not to be as disciplined as everybody else?
Get focused, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think Adrian has a lot of talent, but he's slipping off the deep end. I think he need to get back focused. And I talked to him a lot about that. Like, he need to get back focused and get back hungry because, he got a family to feed, and he has a lot of talent. He's putting it to waste, and I didn't seen too many athletes, basically their talent goes to waste, and they're not focused, and they're not hungry, and then they 30-some years old and they broke, and they asking people for money and things like that. So I just told him he just gotta be a lot smarter and just stay hungry, because all these people who with him right now and partying with him and all the yes dudes, they're not gonna be there when his career over with, and it's just gonna be him, his mama and his kids, and hopefully his girlfriend. So just gotta stay focused, stay hungry, and stop listening to these outside people because they're not out for his best benefit.
How do you avoid that? How do you avoid the yes men and the money hungry chicks? Like, how do you avoid all that?
Because I watch, I listen. I listen to a lot of older people. I watch a lot of things, and if I see shit on the ground, I'm not gonna step in it, because I seen it or somebody told me about it already. So now I'm watching out for it. So I watched 30 for 30, and I learned from that type of stuff. Me and my manager have been talking even since when I signed with him. He was talking about setting you up for retirement, setting me up for retirement, and setting up later on for a future outside of boxing. That's something we've been talking about, to this day since I was, 0-0. So it's something that I'm very, keen about, and something that, I focus on. And, even when I think about it, it scares me that I'm retired when I'm 35, 36 years old, and, boxing being my main source of income, I'm not going to have that anymore. So what I'm going to do after that. So that's what I've been focused on.
What do you want to do after it?
I really don't know.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to set myself up. So when I do retire, I'll be able to still, do what I want to do, live how I want to live, and, enjoy my spoils. What
about social media? Social media can be such a distraction for so many people. How does it affect a fighter?
It affect them a lot, man. Like people be wondering why the Charlo twins so angry. Like Jamel and Jamal, 'cause they watch everything on social media. everything else. They'll see a reporter and they know that reporter. They know what that reporter said, or they see a fighter and they know what that fighter said. So after the fight, when they explode, they just everything that was built in from what somebody said on social media. So anytime somebody tweets something or say a comment on Instagram, that's why they always commenting back, or after the fight they just explode and start talking about a fighter, because they watch to see everything. So I don't let it get to me. I see it. I take some criticism. I'm like, okay, he's right. He right about that. Or, something that I don't agree with, I'm like, oh, he don't know what he's talking about. So
you just read comments?
Yeah, I read comments too. I read comments too, but I take the good with the bad. Like, I take good criticism. If somebody say something, I might agree with it. I'm like, yeah, he right. Or sometimes he's flat-footed, this and that. Yeah, he right. Sometimes I'm flat-footed. Or sometimes do this or do that. But if it's something that I don't agree with, then I don't take it in. I'm just like, oh.
Do you talk to a lot of the older boxers and get some knowledge and wisdom from them? Like a Tyson or?
Nah, not really.
Like a Roy Jones?
A lot of the older boxers not really that welcoming. I mean,
they're not welcoming at all?
Nah, not really. I don't really talk to no older boxers.
I keep hearing that. I don't understand why the older generation of boxers isn't embracing the younger generation of boxers.
I don't know. Maybe they jealous. I don't know what's going on. Like, they just don't.
Floyd is embracing though, right?
Yeah, Floyd embracing. Yeah. Like, Floyd to talk to you, FaceTime me, everything. Like, Floyd is, but the rest of the guys just, I don't know what's it about. I don't know what's.
Have you ever met any of them? You ever met Sugar Ray?
Yeah, I met Sugar Ray. Tommy Hearns, Marvin Hagler. I met all those guys. Mike Tyson.
And they had no rap for you.
Very minimal.
Damn.
They had nothing.
Did you try to have a conversation like, yo, Sugar Ray, could you give me some
talk. Hey, I mean, they just,
Brush
hey,
you
what's
off.
up, man? They don't brush me out. Just like, hey, what's up? Then that's about it. They really don't,
Do you see when Tyson threw the water on Don King recently?
Yeah.
Was that funny or what?
I done threw water on him too, man.
Right.
The way he did, the way he did me.
Stole $300 million from him.
Yeah, probably did more than that. So I mean, it's sad what Don King did to Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
So
You ever had to worry about shady promoters?
nah, I don't have a promoter. Never signed with a promoter. I just got Al Heyman,
Right.
my manager, my advisor.
And I know you don't read the internet like that because these are the 3 articles right here. Jerry Jones gambled, won big with the fight. Amir Khan has our number if he wants to fight. They said you said that.
That was a day ago.
Oh, so you never forgot? You never forgot that fast?
I did not. I said what?
They said you said it. Errol Spence, Amir Khan has Al's number if he wants to fight me.
Yeah, now somebody asked me about that. I said,
Oh, got you,
Yeah, and
got
I
you.
said he got Al's number if you want to fight me.
Got you.
But he was Al Heyman was his advisor. So I said, if you want to fight me, he got Al's number.
So I'm expecting more collaboration between you and Jerry Jones in some way, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Got to.
All right.
Well, Errol Spence, we appreciate you for joining us.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all.
Charlamagne had your back 100%.
Yeah, I seen
you
it.
don't need me to have it back?
My partner sent it to me.
Mhm.
And everybody sent it to me on Instagram and stuff. Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
I just got to keep it 100 with the man.
Yeah.
So don't make me look bad.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have to look him in his face and be like, all right, you was right.
Now that was
He's
solid.
gonna call after the fight. Win or lose.
But that was solid though, because you looked him right in his eyes and told him. I'm like, he took it well though. He took it well.
I don't see why you would take offense to that. Because, I mean, everybody got an
But
opinion.
some dudes take offense
Absolutely.
to that. Like
Yeah.
some dudes would have snapped off, went crazy. Like,
Hey, man, he got
He
the money to
took
get sued.
yeah.
If he hit me, it's okay. He can handle it.
Hopefully. It's Errol Spence. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.